is a specialty contractor. We're Chicagoland based. We specialize currently in mechanical, HVAC, plumbing, fire protection. We have a service. Then we have a business called Precision Controls over in Northwest Indiana. We're trying to provide customer solutions.
We saw the value about 5 years ago of adding a pre-construction team. It's a group within the company that houses all of our data metrics, our estimating skills, a lot of our labor metrics, things like that. It's also kind of where all of our estimating for the bigger jobs reside, just because it's so much time, effort, and there's a repetitive aspect that we want to try and capture all those metrics and have it be a centralized location.
Fabrication isn't just taking place in the shop, it takes place well before that. I mean, you look at how we draw a job, you have to draw a job with the intent on how you're going to fabricate it. And a lot of the technology that's been developed and implemented into our business really comes down to how we communicate between divisions of the company. So how does BIM interact with the shop? How does the field interact with the shop? The success or failure of the job really comes down to how everyone communicates, and we use technology as a tool to get us there. Hill Analytics really started as an idea to problem solve something. And what we were trying to problem solve at the time was to really understand our production metrics.
You know, we started to think about, well, how could we make like some automated metrics? And so we sprinkled in a little of our ability to do some in-house software development, and we built a connection. We built a bridge between our ERP and our fabrication systems. And out of that bridge, we could, you know, what falls out is pretty detailed and sophisticated metrics.
Once we had the live metrics, we started asking more questions. What can we do with all of this information? Well, yeah, it ties back to estimating, so how we can estimate these jobs more efficiently, but it also ties to how we schedule. So if we know what it is that we have in terms of work and how much time it typically takes us to do it, we now know what the throughput is going to be for our shop, and we start being able to schedule much more efficiently, and having that information really help us.
90% of what we do is just-in-time delivery. So we're trying to coordinate our deliveries with what we're fabbing in our shops, along with what we're installing in the field. So we have to get all of the items that you see here to that job site, because there's not a lot of room on the job site in Chicagoland when you compare it to somewhere else in the nation.
That's where everything is combined together. All of our documents, our issue for review, issue for construction, our spools, duct assemblies, everything travels to that spot. So that one big hub is where we release the information, it's where we get it. It's the same information where the shop grabs it from, the field grabs it from. It's very smooth, it's a well-oiled machine.
It's like the backbone of what we do. Hill Analytics handles our ordering, it handles our foreman's look ahead.
And you look back and you realize you don't really have 12 or 15 isolated little bridges. You've kind of built a platform on which you can, you know, better run your business and better run a connected business. And we call that platform Hill Analytics.
Safety is a big commitment for Hill. I truly believe that we're best in class when it comes to safety. It's always the first topic in any meeting we have.
We try to push the leading indicators. So when we talk about leading indicators, I'm talking about near-miss good catch reporting. I'm talking about site observations. I'm talking about training, education.
Like Jim always says, he goes, the way I want you to come here is the way I want you to go home.
Well, we do toolbox talks every week and stuff, and then we do have an app, it's called Zero. They can report anything like a near miss, good catch. We encourage that.
More and more our customers want to see proof of training. So there's many training requirements that they want to see. For example, we did a large job, a data center project, where they wanted to see specifically leading edge fall protection training.
People are pretty comfortable with holding each other accountable, make sure we all have our PPE on. I try and get things waist height so that we're not bending over, picking things off the floor. We really won't ship anything out of here that's not rolling.
Having the classroom and the practical portion has really been a game changer for us. I mean, we can do everything from scissor lift training, fall protection training, confined space training, and any other type of classroom training imaginable. We can do it all on our Hill campus.
Safety is number one. That's it. Safety is number one. Our people go home the same way they show up every day. That is our number one goal for everyone in a leadership position every day.
One of the best things about Hill is just because we did it one way doesn't mean we're always going to do it that way. So you have this evolution of everybody wanting to contribute and keep raising the bar to the next level.
It's like a family environment. The Hill family is really friendly to everybody. They encourage you to be involved.
The culture overall, I mean, Jimmy cares, you could tell. It just trickles down into upper management, supervisors, everybody.
You see a company grow, and when a company grows, opportunities occur. And when opportunities occur, you have the opportunity to really grow people into those opportunities. So it's been really awesome for me to see the growth of individuals as they've had their career here. But it really is that we value the people that work for us.
We have no problem investing in tools or spending time and spending money to make sure that we're in the best position to get more work in the future.
Being a union contractor allows us to have best-in-class personnel. We have best-in-class training, we have best-in-class quality, we have best-in-class safety. Every day, we have to go ahead and compete with everyone in the marketplace, whether it's union or non-union. Being part of SMACNA, being part of the union allows us to go ahead and be best in class, and we take pride in that.
We'd be lying to ourselves if we thought that we only had all the best ideas here within these walls. So SMACNA really allows us to have conversations with others. Maybe they're even competitors, but from an aspect of how do we grow construction and how do we all win, SMACNA has really benefited us in that sense.
SMACNA did our research training development in the beginning. It allows us to be better now. The technical expertise it provides us allows us to be best in class in what we do. When we manufacture, we now have codes and guidelines we can go through and go by that allows us to make sure that we're meeting the bare minimum standards plus whatever else we need. We're a member of ACE. ACE is a national peer group formed of 5 mechanical contractors. It's J.H. Kelly out of the Pacific Northwest, J.F. Ahern out of, I'll say, the upper Midwest in Wisconsin. We also have Murphy Company out of St. Louis in Colorado, as well as Canestraro out of New England. Someone goes out and buys a new piece of equipment, we all learn from that. Someone finds a new way to go ahead and install something, we all learn from that. Whether it's logistics, whether it's service, whether it's engineering, we're trying to trade best practices between all of us to allow for our customers to have the best in class experience they desire.